Texas Blues verse 4 uses a group of notes from the top end of the 3rd position blues scale in E. In this lesson we're going to look at two things. We're going to look at the 3rd position and divide it into two sort of more or less equal halves, the top 3 strings and the bottom 3 strings, and see what we can do with each of those halves. And we're also going to look at how to use a technique called the Unison Bend. So for starters, here's the scale diagram. This is one of the trickier positions to drill, as it requires a shift of hand position halfway up. So we start at the 5th fret here with our 2nd finger, because we're keeping this 1st finger just for this one note up here. And we finger 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 1, 4. Then we shift up a fret, go 1, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, coming back, 3, 2, 1, 4, 1. Then we come down a fret, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. So that's the best way to drill that position, making good use of your weaker fingers. Part of the purpose of drilling scales is to get your weaker fingers up to strength. So resist the temptation to use your strong fingers and then jump. Rather use your weak fingers here, and that helps you make a smoother transition when it comes to that little shift of hand position there. Now in practice, this position is usually worked as two separate positions. The top half and the bottom half. And you'll notice that as soon as I start using that bottom half on its own, I do switch to my stronger fingers, because in this case there's no sense in using the smaller fingers, because we're not needing to get that note out there. Alright, you can see on the diagram here the lower box on the E, A and D strings. This is an area of the guitar much used for classic rock and blues riffs. See if you can find some of these. So I'm guessing you probably recognise one or two of those, and I'm sure if you hunt around that area of the guitar for any amount of time, you'll find several more that you kind of recognise as you stumble on them. It's also a very good area of the guitar for improvising with. You've got easy access to the 3 sort of root notes of the main blues chords. E here, you've got A here and B here. And the whole sort of little box is on your sort of strongest fingers. So here's how I might sort of use this area of the guitar to improvise against the backing track. unless you're already familiar with this area of the fretboard and you know used to jamming along with it, strongly suggest spending a few minutes now just getting used to that. You can rerun the backing track from the menu to the right of the screen here, and just have a bit of fun with that for a few minutes, and then come back and look at the next part of this lesson. Alright, we'll leave the diagram of the position up on the screen meanwhile, which you can pause. Alright, let's switch our attention now to the top end of the third position blues scale, and this is where we play the actual verse 4 of Texas Blues, and that goes like this: 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, a crucial part of this lick is this bend in the middle of it. And this is what we call a unison bend. Now, unison is a word in music that means sounds the same as. So when we play two notes on adjacent strings, for example, I might play this note here, 5th fret on the B string, and that's actually an E note, so that sounds the same as the open E. When we play those two notes together, we get a nice sort of ringy sound because the notes are the same, and that's called a unison. Now, a unison bend means you bend this note here until it sounds the same as this note that we're going to play next. Now you can see that on the acoustic guitar that's really quite tough to do exactly. Even there I'm slightly flat. On the electric guitar with lighter strings, quite a bit easier. But the thing to do is to go for it and to bend it with as much strength and control as you can muster, really. And the way I do this is by putting extra fingers on it. So you'll notice that as well as the finger on the fret there that actually plays the note, I put an extra couple of fingers behind it to give it more strength. That helps me control the bend better. Now this will take practice. Even getting somewhere approaching it right will take a fair amount of practice to develop the sort of finger strength. But it's a very important technique, used in all kinds of licks in blues tunes and rock music as well. Alright, so once you've practiced that technique a bit and you feel you're beginning to get the hang of it, try combining the unison bend with other notes from that area of the scale to make sort of usable phrases. Maybe something like this. Once you've developed a few ideas of your own like that, the next step is to use these against the backing track, and try and use your ears to choose which notes to end the phrases on to fit over the chord changes. Here's a little demo of me doing this. I'm certain you'll come up with different ideas. That's the beauty of it. It's amazing how many different things come out of the same area of the fretboard when different people have a go at it. Remember, there's no right or wrong, there's just what sounds good, what sounds less good. If you play stuff that sounds good, keep repeating it, get it under your belt. If you play things that don't work, move on, try something else. struggling at all to play that technique, which is quite tough, if you're finding you've not quite got strong enough fingers, or you find that when you're improvising things just aren't flowing well enough for you, I do advise spending a little bit of time in our guitar gym. You'll find a link to that just off to the side here, and that area of the website is designed to just directly help improve your finger strength, fluency and speed, and all those things will feed back into your improvising and open up new areas to you. So that's the tip of the day. As always, I'd encourage you to keep practicing the scales, keep drilling them like we've been over in the previous lessons and in this one, and have fun with it all. And I look forward to catching you in the next lesson when we'll look at verse 5 of Texas Blues and see what ideas we can grab from that.